I'm gonna talk about that.
We gonna talk about that.
We are.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Augustine O'Neill Versace and a whole bunch of other stuff. Sitting right next to me, I have Sammy, Chef Sammy.
Yes, you do.
Hey, if y'all want Chef Sammy to come through, she does show up to all of the intimate sessions with a 2-piece and an apron.
A 2-piece. Wait a minute, y'all. He is out here soliciting me. Don't do that.
If you were interested, like y'all missed out on the Valentine's Day shit. No, the Sweetest Day shit.
On podcast.
Y'all missed out on the Sweetest Day shit, but if y'all trying to get right for Valentine's Day, she does show up.
Lying to you. I do not, and I don't.
She shows up in a 2-piece with a apron with the heart in the front of it.
Bye.
Like it's mad sensual, Joe.
You're gonna be mad disappointed, but you can find me on www.chefsammy with an I.com.
Chef Sammy with an I.
And not an IE or Y. Okay.
On the thumbnail, I spelled it wrong. She had to check
he did. He did. And he did. And he did.
You know what, though? I'm not even going to sit here and take the blame for that one because I don't know you since forever. So, Sammy, my ass, you are Samantha.
I am Samantha. You are right. I am.
Like, I'm going to start being like women. Like, when women really know you, they just got to let motherfuckers know they know your real name.
That is so irritating to me. You be at an all outside event and she be like, Jamal. And every nigga know him as Big Dog or
right,
Big
you know
somebody.
what I'm saying?
And she be calling him by his full government name, but that's like proving a point.
I hate that shit. Motherfuckers be so happy. Motherfuckers be so happy to just be like, nah, that's Ricky. Like, nigga, come on, bro.
You're fucking with me today.
If you don't get the fuck up out of here.
And I don't like it. I don't.
I'm just saying, motherfuckers be doing me all types of wrong.
That's hilarious.
So, how was your day? Explain the wine on your jacket, on your sweater.
Okay, right. So, I've been on brunch time for the past week or two because, you know, I'm hosting my first Blunts and Brunch on Sunday. Okay.
Hold on. I gotta. Oh, shit. That's not it. There we go. Applause.
Wait. Applause. Okay, because the first one was like a treat.
Oh, my bad.
It reminded me of the clown. Shit. It reminded me of the clown coming out with the on Showtime of the Apollo.
Right, they come out with the hook. Come on, get your ass on stage. Get your ass,
he be shuffling anyways. No, we doing Blunts and Brunch. So the Blunts and Brunch situation popped out because you know, I worked the job for like 12 years. So being publicly saying that I'm doing anything was like, you know, risky, right? So now that I'm free of the 9 to 5 and I can now let the world know that sometimes I do enjoy my THC and I actually do enjoy like infused dishes, right? So yeah, I just thought like, why not? You know what I'm saying? This would be like the pow pow for the smokers. So that's what we're doing. It's very intimate. It's gonna be a nice vibe, real sexy vibe. Excited.
Real sexy vibe.
Real sexy.
People gonna be sexy and high.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like just feeling so like the hippie era seemed like it was such a vibe.
It did though, didn't it?
It was no smoke. Everybody was happy. It was just peace, love, and soul. And they were doing a lot of fucking. You know what I'm saying? So
free love, boy. Free
I don't
love.
see what the problem is, and I feel like, you know, it grows from the earth. I'm getting too
real
deep.
Shit.
I'm getting too deep. Yeah.
No, that's real shit. That's some realness for that ass.
Yeah. So Blunts and Brunch derived from that whole piece of me that I wanted to share with the world. And then I also just wanted to test out some infused options. So this is going to be cool for the crowd that likes to smoke. That's what today has been. And that's pretty much what every day has been in the last 10 days.
10-day preparation. That's a hell of a preparation point for you, right?
It is.
How do you even get to the point where that's normal?
It's not. I don't think we call it normal. It's not normalcy. I don't know if it can become normalcy because it's still really new to me, but I mean, you just do what you got to do. So all events turn into like at least a 3-day preparation as far as like catering business goes for me. So it's just a part of, it's just that thing. But I don't feel like it's normal yet. I feel like it's crazy to the motherfucker too.
Now, I know I'm going through my transition of leaving my 9 to 5, right? Mm-hmm. So just for anybody who don't know, like, because you beat me out the window, right? You beat me out the door.
I fucked you up.
So yeah, you got me out the door. So explain for anybody who doesn't know you or your situation, like what steps you took to leave that 9 to 5 and just go full time with your passion.
Ooh, child. So I'm going to say this because a lot of internet is full of fluff, and I am not a fluff person. I'm very transparent. If y'all know me, y'all know that. And if you don't know me, you're going to learn that. So I'm going to just state the facts that the preparation to leave a 9 to 5 for me started about 3 years ago. Maybe 4, but I'm not going to push 4. I'm definitely going to say 3 though. So it came a time in my life where working this job, like getting up every day, going to do the same thing for this amount of money, and I have to stay in this lane of things that I want to do. And if I veer out of that lane, I'm now in a financial situation, or, it wasn't a life I wanted to live. It wasn't interesting. I was bored. So I needed to focus on a few things in my life, right? So financial habits had to get altered first. And I will state that part for the universe. You cannot leave your 9 to 5 if you have bad financial habits. Period. You're going to fucking drown. And I'm not wishing you negative. I am wishing you well, but I am giving you that tidbit of advice that leaving your 9 to 5 and having bad financials is just the worst thing ever. Because if you don't understand money, and if you don't understand what needs to be done and why things need to be done, you are going to find yourself in a bad situation, and it's going to keep happening over and over again.
So when you finally decided, like, okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger, I'm out this bitch, did you have like money saved? Did you have like a certain cachet of clients?
So I'm gonna go back to the financial piece because you're moving too fast. We're gonna slow it down, back it up.
Okay, back it up.
Reverse. Because these things are important to me. The reason why I say that they are important is because, okay, so the financial health has to be together. Outside of the financial health being together, of course, your credit goes along with that. Outside of the credit going together with that, then we need to figure out living expenses and how much that costs you every month as well.
God.
So let's be real. Could you afford to leave your 9 to 5 if you have $3,000 in overhead? And let's say your nest egg was only 30,000 or 25,000. How long are you going to live with, you know what I'm saying? You could break the numbers down, but we're talking about just overhead, 3,000. Then we're talking about fucking like just still living. We can't act like we're not going to live. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to live. You're still going to do things that are not important. These things are very important. So a lifestyle at overhead 3,000, and then lifestyle being probably another $1,000 a month. If you live a fancy lifestyle, you could spend $1,000 quick.
Right.
So this all goes together. They all go together because when your financial health is together, when you understand how money goes, when you understand that you need your credit, when you understand that your living expenses you can't be lavish every day. I tell motherfuckers that all the time. People tell me all the time that I look like I live this lavish life.
Really? Maybe I'll be seeing something everybody else don't see.
I feel like that. People be like, I can't wait to get where you at. And it's like, nah, we all doing the same thing. I'm not doing no special shit. It's just that I don't spend daily at all. Every day is not a spending day.
I'm almost there. And the only reason I spend every day is because I still work.
No spending. You have to have less spend days. And that's just a rule. And rich people do this shit. I mean, they run businesses, so of course expenses happen. We ain't talking about expenses, but we talking about bullshit. We talking about motherfucking, ooh, McDonald's right here, let me pull in. You know what I'm saying? We talk about, ooh, I'm at the store, your baby asking for something, you all right, go ahead and buy it. No, fuck you. We're not buying that shit. Put it down.
Babies, the kids be the killer though.
They not. And you gotta tell them no. No, I'm not. And if I am rich, I'ma still spend my money how I want to. So all those things are important.
Shaq just told his kids, like, y'all not rich.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
I feel him though. Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna make sure y'all not straight. Y'all gonna live a good fucking life. But my nigga, you can't plan my coins. Like, I might have plans for my coins. My coins might be going to investments. They might be doing things.
Shit, in Shaq case, your mama already took half of my shit. Like, y'all need to chill.
I mean, So I'm just saying, the money spending thing has to get under control. So all of those background things that we don't want to acknowledge, that we don't want to talk about, that we want to play blind, deaf ear to, those things are important when you're talking about it's time to walk away from your 9 to 5. Okay?
Definitely.
So for me, I purchased a multi-unit when I bought. So I could have bought a house. I didn't want to buy a house because the house that I wanted, I probably couldn't afford it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. They weren't gonna give me a pre-approval for that number for a house, and then plus I wasn't ready for the expenses. That wasn't no money coming into, and that was gonna bound me to the job, right? So I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna buy me a multi-unit. I looked up and got a multi-unit, and I got a fucking dream tenant. You know what I'm saying? The dream tenant, she handles most of the mortgage, and then I pay a portion. I have money put aside in case the worst case scenario is to happen. But for the most part, we're pretty fine. You know what I'm saying? So my living expenses have now decreased now that I don't have rent. So that was like 2 years ago. So now I'm able to build. Now you're able to move up this hill, right? From where you were, because I wasn't moving uphill. I was moving down that motherfucker, pushing this big ass rock. Couldn't get the motherfucker. I'm like, damn, I'm tired of pushing this fucking rock. So neither here nor there. That's where we come into the golden place. That is the most greatest lesson I ever learned in my life. That was well before I quit my job, when I understood how you can go up this fucking hill, and you can go up to the top of the hill if you do the right things. You know what I'm saying? So that is how I was able to transition out of my 9 to 5. Lower expenses on my living situation, and then investing into the brand. So shit, last year what was we doing last year?
Shit, last year we was shooting around this time, wasn't we? Like,
baby,
a branding campaign for you.
And it came together so seamlessly. It was like I knew what I wanted to do. I had finally solidified. No, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So Natalie would kill me if I lied and said that. Nah. Shout out Nat, because Natalie, you go to fucks with you. But yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew it was in the food thing. But when I came to her, I knew that I wanted to get as good of a professional look as I could. And I had a lot of resources to utilize to make that look like I wanted it to.
Right.
Right. So sometimes as human beings, we make shit too fucking complicated, right?
Do we? Do we ever?
We do. And
I definitely do.
It don't have to be that though. So using your network of people is always your best fucking friend. The shoot that we did could have cost thousands the way it looked. It could have been a very expensive shoot.
It could have. With location, with, we all want to go with the name brand motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how to understand or see the talent that, like, for me, seeing the talent in you, you know what I'm saying? That shit was golden for me because we had known each other forever. You know what I'm saying? And we've known each other as friends. It really wasn't even this what he do, like that is what you do, but it was more so just a friendship. But I seen the talent in you, and I was like, shit, I don't need a photographer. I don't need no motherfucker. I got somebody. And I reached out to him. That was a good move. That was during my period of transitioning from my job. Like, I think that period was really when I started moving towards like leaving my job.
Yeah.
And like, okay, how much money can I get
Do you-
together in this year? Like,
Do
what
I
can
need?
really do? Yeah,
It's about
so-
a number now, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah,
it
that's
became a numbers game for me after that.
the
Like,
start.
just seeing that come together, I was like, okay.
And from the beginning to the end, though, because it was like, I don't know. How did you feel when you first got there? Did you feel like it was going to be money, or were you concerned from the beginning? Because sometimes you go places that you be concerned.
I didn't know what to expect because, in all honesty, I'm a YouTuber.
Okay.
Most of the videos that I shot before we got to that point was mock videos for myself. Like how I got the lights up now. Yeah. Like I put the lights up, do this, do that. And just like, okay, in this situation, I would do this. Like I hadn't had the big shoot.
You hadn't had that. So I was basically your test dummy in a sense.
Yeah, like you was my first like client that I really had to put it all together for. Like some people.
How was that though? Like, okay, I'm learning that for the first time.
That shit was like, I've had different clients like, okay, say I got a music video. That's just video.
Right.
I got a photo shoot. That's
you
was like my first person that I was helping with a branding campaign.
Right,
like,
the full thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I didn't even know if I could do the shit, honestly.
Y'all hear this, y'all? Do y'all hear this man? And I was believing in him. I was talking about, I don't got no time to talk or look for nobody else. Because Natalie, of course, I had reached out to her. So she was like giving me people that she has either worked with or, you know, I was like, girl, bye. I got somebody. Yeah, and now he's telling me that.
Nah, for real. I was like, that was the first time.
But it was the greatest test you could have took, I think.
That was the first time I put it all together, like in one shoot. And when I got there, I was like, oh man. And then when Natalie finally showed up, like that showed me the importance of just like having somebody
to regulate the scene.
Yeah, like
it's golden.
Having somebody from a media agency or something like that know like this needs to go there, that needs to go there, and I could just focus solely on making sure I get the shots. Like that is a lifesaver, and that is something that like I learned the importance of that day. And that's really when I came to it. Like people be like, "Oh, it's the relationships," and I was like, "Man, fuck them relationships. I'm good." But it's like, no, sometimes it's the
relationship. It is the relationship. So you can't skip that part.
If it was just me and you,
we would have struggled.
It wouldn't have came out the way that it came out.
It would have struggled. It would have been a delay on everything because I'm not I don't do this shit regularly. You know what I'm saying? So this is like something, I was doing something, venturing out for the first time. But see, this is another thing when I say I respect paying people for their knowledge. Like we need to get more into that, you guys, and you have to trust the person that you are reaching out to. So sometimes you got to take your time, you got to investigate, you got to learn about a motherfucker. But I was really happy to pay her to give me what I needed because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. And that's some humble shit right there.
Definitely. I ain't even gonna lie though. When I first seen Natalie, oh my God, the first 10 seconds, because she got there, like an hour after I got there?
Yeah, probably.
Because she showed up with the models. Mm-hmm. So for like the first 10 seconds, I ain't gonna say 10 seconds, bro. Probably for like the first 30 minutes, I was like, this short ass woman don't get the fuck out my way, Joe.
Because she was extremely bossy.
She was everywhere.
Natalie is like a take care of business type of person, like move, stop, don't.
And I'm sitting there like, you worry about whatever the fuck it is that you
ain't you here for a job, man?
Like you worry about that shit over there,
and I'm gonna worry about this shit over here. Right?
Yeah, you know exactly. What I'm saying? Like,
but you didn't know how the process went either, so you know how it go when you don't know. When you don't know, you don't know.
What you don't know, you don't know. But that was definitely a learning experience, and she was definitely needed there.
She was needed like a motherfucker.
Nah, that was definitely one of the. That was probably it had to be. That was the turning point for me. That was the point to where I was like, nah, I could.
You seen your true potential. Yeah. That shit is golden, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. I had kind of realized. So when COVID kicked, I knew I wasn't in the interest of a job for. I ain't gonna say I don't appreciate the job because the job allows you to grow. It allows you to build. You just have to be at work acting like you know that. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to work, we waiting for a check, we waiting for the check to go fuck the check up, then to go back to work. And that shit is retarded. And that's the way they teach us. So it's not your fault that you are brainwashed, but you have to understand that the job is the dream. The job can build the dream. You do not have to be an entrepreneur if you don't want to be an entrepreneur. But if you are having that heart of an entrepreneur or that spirit, this is now the time that you take the fucking 9 to 5 check and you start growing on that motherfucker. And that's exactly what I did. I did that. I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to spend this credit cards that oh, you approving me for credit? Because I now got my credit together. So now I got credit. I don't even got to spend my 9 to 5 check. I'm going to pay you back. And you know, you use what you got to build. But we have to change the mindset that everything is about the latest thing, or you know, like you're missing something. Around those 2-3 years that I was gearing up to leave a 9 to 5, I promise you I was like feeling like isolation, not isolation, but in a sense like feeling like I was doing something wrong because I was missing so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people were having things and I wasn't going. And then motherfuckers was feeling some type of way because I wasn't coming. You know what I'm saying? And it made me show up as a bad friend, but I'm not being a bad friend. It's called I'm being a trying to get my shit together friend. And you gotta accept that. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 kids in 5 years. 3.
Somebody really liked you.
They did. So I'm just saying, like the mentality of a job, and I knew that I had so much more to give. I know that I have so much more power. I know that I have so much more than what I was doing. I was like, I really have to figure this shit out. And I did. But it did that cutting off everybody sometimes happens.
When you first started gearing up, did you know you were gearing up? Because like with me, like you said, it was like a 2-3 year process. The first couple of years, I had no idea. I was just doing what felt right. Like the first couple of years, I had no idea. Like it started when I bought this house because then I had a space to shoot.
It's your shit.
So
you can do what you want, fix it how you want, put it together how you need. You ain't worried about somebody coming and taking it. You know, Yeah.
So it was one of them things where like probably for like 1.5 years, 2 years, I didn't know I was gearing up.
You thought you was planning for your future. Cause it's like all I know is that I'm doing something for the future. Like I know that if I do this now, this is gonna reward me in the future. But for me, I knew I've been saying I want to leave my job 5 years ago.
I've been saying that shit too. But the whole
it wasn't a plan in place or anything.
The nest egg that I had been building was not to start my business. That nest egg was actually for me to pay off my house at 40.
Okay.
I was going to pay off my house at 40. Mm-hmm. And then once my house was paid off, then I was going to try to pursue
the next thing.
But then I got so fucking frustrated that I was like, nah.
And I don't think that's fair. I think that we have to get out of the mentality of thinking that we're going to save our way to the top. Because you're not.
Saving don't get you shit. Like
you're just not. The reason why you're not going to save your way to the top is because you don't have enough hours in a day.
Yeah, that's true. I now feel like I understand why people gamble.
I do too.
Because
I just ain't. I lose my money, I'm ready to swing.
I don't gamble, but stocks is fucking addictive, Joe. It's nothing like finding a good stock and putting a few $100s down,
and then it grow up.
Like in a month, it then doubled on you. Like that is such a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. I don't know enough about it. I need to probably understand it more because I didn't. I never got.
I feel like people be like, I need to understand it more.
You just got to start playing.
They try to understand like how stocks work. I tried that shit. That shit didn't work.
It's frustrating as fuck.
I tried that shit and that shit didn't work for me. You know what actually started working for me?
What?
When I started looking at it like anything else I would look at. Like I'm not looking at stocks and shit going up and down. What's in the positive? What's in the negative? What company is in the red? What company is in the black? I look at it from the standpoint of
it's
consumer.
green.
I look at it as a standpoint of the consumer. Like I just bought a few $100 of Portillo stock before it closed.
Period. Ain't they finna open a bunch of stores?
Like 160 stores in like the next 20 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think that.
So when that stock went on, that shit was like $20. I bought as much of it as I could.
Nigga, for real. You gonna buy my stock?
As much of it as I could possibly fucking buy. And they shut it down in like 4 days.
Damn.
Like they shut it down in 4 days. But in that 4 days, it doubled. It went from the $20 starting point. It's at like $43 right now.
Oh, 43, sorry. 43? It doubled? In how many days?
In like 4 days, it doubled. And then they shut it down.
So are you still on or no?
No, I got my stock.
You kept it. Okay.
I kept my shit.
Yeah, I think it's I don't be knowing what to pick, so I just don't pick shit. I'm good.
No, but I just look at certain shit from a certain standpoint. Like certain companies I know not going nowhere. Like Tesla's not going nowhere no time soon. As long as this nigga keep flying penises into outer space and shit, like that's not going nowhere. I know Apple's not going anywhere.
They not soon. Never.
I know Portillo's. Certain banks aren't going anywhere. Like, and people be like, "Oh, I'm trying to find that thing that's gonna make my money grow exponentially." And I'm looking at it like, bruh,
investments is not about that though.
Yeah, I just want to put my money somewhere where it's gonna grow more than the bank. Because if you just sit, even if you save the money and it's just sitting in the bank, you're not really getting no interest.
6%. I mean, 6 cents.
Like,
they send you that dividend like your interest
crazy,
is
bro.
It's 6 cents.
It's
6 cents.
My dividends off of Bank of America for last quarter was probably like $300.
Damn.
But I've been banking with Bank of America
for a long time.
For like 15 years. And that's like 3,000 times more than I've ever made off of my dividends from my money being in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just look at it like that. Like, you can't look at it as a get rich quick scheme. Like,
at all.
You have to build up a portfolio and constantly reinvest. And then if you do by chance happen to find something that blows up, you take advantage of that and then you use that money to invest elsewhere.
Go where you want to go. Right.
Yeah. Like I tell people all the time, rich people don't play fair. Like rich people don't get life insurance policies to bury themselves
at all.
Like poor people get life insurance policies like
just
when
so
I
they
die,
can have that check to go spend at the funeral home.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Poor people get that money just to have that money be spent on burying them and maybe leave their kids a little bit of money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Rich people get a life insurance policy to borrow against that bitch and make invest that money.
And to make them more money. Because that's what it's about.
That shit is crazy.
Because that's what life is about. But they teach us to save because that's the easy thing to tell people to do. But it's really not about that. You have to invest your money. And you have to save so much and invest that shit. And that's how you grow. That's how you grow. And not to say that a person that's saving is a bad thing. It's just that you don't have enough hours in the day to save the kind of money that you think you're going to save after those living expenses hit, after happens, 911 emergencies, and then just living. What the fuck you going to save at a job, 9 to 5?
Yo, you know who the fuck need to be saving right now?
Who?
The people in Markham.
Why?
Oh, you ain't seen the news.
I don't watch. I mean, what's going on in Markham?
Oh my God. There is 1,400 PPP loans in Markham alone.
I don't talk about PPP.
The Markham government. No.
They on their ass.
This is the part that's
not the Markham government. Y'all know somebody from Markham. Tell them that the government is watching.
This the part that was fucking hilarious to me, right? I'm tweaking out because a police officer is in trouble.
For what?
Because he had the address for his PPP loan as the police station for a lawn care company.
But why the police station, baby?
I don't know. Baby. But I just thought that number of PPP loans was fucking hilarious.
Because 1,400 people live in.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
so it's only a population of 1,500 and 1,400 of them have done the PPP.
The whole Markham.
Hey, Sam, how are you? That's hilarious, bro. Hey, Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, I don't really talk about the PPP because, I feel like you have to do what was best for you. But again, I'm going to say this about the PPP is that you should have definitely been investing that money somewhere that was going to make you some money. The topic of this conversation today is about gearing up to leave a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for real, you have to change your mindset and you have to change your financial habits in order to transition away from that. And if you got PPP money and you fucked it up in Puerto Rico 4 times in 2020, and where else were people going? Texas 20 times in 2020. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you might have should have been doing some investing.
Nah, but that was just wild to me because it was like you said, there's only like 1,500 people in Markham, including kids. Like everybody in Markham filed for a PPP loan.
Yeah, they did it in 15 different motherfucking names. Probably. I'm not mad. I'm not. Do y'all shit, but y'all gotta watch out now. Pray for y'all.
And then, like, the officials at Markham was like, "No, we're gonna check on these businesses, and we're gonna need addresses, and they're gonna have to pay their fees and all that. They're not registered." And I was just sitting there laughing, like, I am so glad my business is registered with the state because I ain't got to worry about none of this shit.
Yeah, and that's it too. Moving out here in business fraud, you ain't living right. Yeah, y'all got to get that together too. I ain't judging people because I know it's a start for everybody. But if you are starting and you are like really interested in growing your business, you can't grow it if you don't got it set up right.
Facts.
That's just that. You know what I'm saying?
That is facts.
So
people got that money and didn't invest it in nothing. And I can't talk shit about people because when I was younger, I probably would have did it. But
it's about growing up.
Yeah, at this point, though, that wasn't young kids. That police officer was like 50. They showed this nigga on the news.
Not Texas.
This nigga is about 50.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, this nigga was about 50. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, the age limit on financial health and financial habits and doing fucked up shit with money, it doesn't have an age limit. You could be fucking old as hell. I know so many old people that have poor financial habits and they are tired, they're ready to retire, they're ready to quit, but they still working because they have to, because they keeping up still. And you can't keep up your whole life. That's just life. You cannot keep up your whole life.
No, that is just the wildest shit I ever seen in my life, though. I was like, why in the fuck is the whole Markham?
I don't know. That's fucked up for real.
I was like, everybody but the government officials got them a PPP
and they got it too. They
there.
Just ain't talking about that shit. I ain't got
Bro, that shit was crazy. I was like, y'all is wild, boy. Y'all niggas is wild. It was more motherfuckers in Markham than in the whole Inglewood.
I doubt it. You're lying now, for real.
I don't fucking know, but 1,400 people is a lot of motherfuckers.
Is not a lot, nigga. It was probably like 22,000 in Inglewood. We got blocks in Inglewood. Gang, nigga. You out here in the little suburbs or whatever. Zip codes is doing numbers out there.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that shit up on the podcast because that shit is just bothering me.
I'm not getting on that.
I'm finna look at how many people live in Markham.
I'm not getting on that.
Fuck that. How many people live in Markham, Illinois? Because it can't be no.
Dang, I don't know how to respond. But yeah, I don't want to
separate feed. You on your own live?
I'm on live on Instagram.
Check you.
Trying to keep up. So the Instagram thing. Hi, baby. Shout out to my baby.
Oh, it's 12,000 people that stay in Markham. Really? 12,000 people.
Oh, that's a lot of people. That's way more than we said.
Hell yeah.
Only 1,500 of them did it, so that's probably all they kids.
That's 10%. That's
not that bad.
That was a good 10%.
That ain't that bad. That ain't that bad. But yeah, for real.
God. What the fuck?
I gotta respond back to the little girl. But yeah, I don't know. We drifted off into PPP money, and of course that always gets you going. But yeah, I think that for me, the 9-to-5 transition, it's still a learning lesson for me. So I would lie if I sat here like I was an expert in it, because I'm not. I am still trying to figure this thing out. I have some days where I kind of feel like I need to get out of the house to work, because sitting in the house every day makes me kind of feel like I'm not productive, even though I may be being productive, you know? So that is something that I realized, because it's like work is like say the word. I think I had you say this word. Camaraderie. I can never say that word. Camaraderie. Like when you're all hanging out, like you're hanging.
Oh, camaraderie.
Yeah, I made you say that last time. I can never say that word right. But it gives you a sense of like, you know, you're around people, you guys are having conversations, you guys are like, you know, it gives you conversation. So now you're at home by yourself and no one's there. It's just you. And even if your kids are there, they aren't fucking there to talk about business. They're there to talk about fucking YouTube probably. So
I think I'm lucky in the fact that I like being alone.
I don't. I do sometimes, but I'm a you know me, I'm a communicator. Yeah. So I like to talk. I like to ping ideas. That's important to me too. Cause like, even if you're not a business owner, it's just life things, you know, on my social media platform. I love to just talk about life topics because it gives you different insights.
You're going to get off my homie too, man.
I wasn't really on him. It was something that I just seen. I didn't really, and now they saying that it's a joke, which I hope it is. Cause I love you, Joe Budden. I love you.
I'm gonna have to get off the homie.
You can't be out here like that. And I mean, I'm not judging. If you is out here like that, that's not my business. But I definitely think that if he is, I'm sad about it.
Yeah, Joe's from that statement that they're talking about. He was not like, you know, when you be in the middle of a statement, but it'd be like a what if statement, like you're mocking what somebody else would have said.
I hope so.
So he was basically saying like, the baby wouldn't had this shit was so funny. The baby wouldn't had a conversation with the CEO of LBGTQ.
Talk about he like boys and girls.
Yeah. Like they tried to get into their good graces. It was like a what if scenario.
I hope so because I love Joe Budden. He's always been a little snack. Sorry.
He might be a woman abuser, but I don't believe he's gay.
I don't know about the woman abuser part. I'm gonna stay out of that.
Joe Budden is my favorite rapper. Like, has been since I was like,
I don't think 14. He's a dope rapper now, friend.
Nah, he ain't made no songs in like
in a very long years. Time. Yeah,
like that beef with him and Drake was probably.
It's his personality for me. He has like this, oh my God, arrogant ass, fuck you attitude.
No, Joe Budden would be my spirit animal if like another human being could be your spirit animal. Like
he would be.
He would be my spirit animal if Joe Budden.
How did you call him a spirit animal?
I'm saying, you know, people be like, my spirit animal is a rhino or something.
I'm done. You said spirit animal. I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of a spirit animal?
I think I have because somebody has told me before that I'm a. Oh.
They told you it was a snake?
A panda. Hell no. Never a snake.
You don't want to be a panda. You couldn't be a panda.
Pandas you got too many kids to be a
panda. Pandas are stupid. They don't know how to they don't know how to procreate.
They don't know how to have babies?
Nah.
So how the fuck is there so many pandas? Where they come from?
Fuck you mean? So many
it's a panda like tree or something?
It's like 400 pandas in the world.
In the world, damn.
And most of them are in captivity. Pandas are fucking stupid.
So just because I have a lot of kids, I can't be a panda?
Yeah, because pandas don't have a lot of kids.
They only have one cub at a time?
I'm not sure how many cubs they have at a time, but I do know that sometimes they get frustrated and just say, fuck them kids.
I'm going to investigate this show.
And then to make it so bad, it's even worse because they don't know how to have sex. So, like, when they're in captivity...
How do you know all this? You be watching Animal Planet.
I be watching this little dude on TikTok, this little black kid.
I'm not taking no answers from the TikTok man.
Nah, fuck that. He do his research. He about that.
You gonna have to send it to me. I gotta watch this in the middle of the night.
He about this life. I'm talking about that.
He about that action.
He about that life, bro. Oh my goodness. When I say he about that life, me and my daughter just be sitting there like
watching it.
We be in awe. We be like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious. How the fuck are you?
Bro.
I'm gonna need you to send me the information.
Just like what's that? Most koala bears got like syphilis or some shit like that.
I don't want to talk about this. I'm finna go. No, we're not finna talk about the panda bears and the fucking koala bears.
Panda bears don't know how to make babies, and koalas got syphilis.
So watch out if you were thinking about some bestiality shit. They're two dumb motherfuckers.
That bestiality shit. We're not even finna get into that. We gotta get back on track.
That shit is weird as fuck.
We gotta get back on track, right?
We can. Come on.
I hate motherfuckers that say they love is fluid.
Love is fluid, but I don't think it should be with animals.
I think fluid love is a thing, right? Because I believe all women are fluid, just by nature. Y'all motherfuckers is fluid.
You think all women are gay?
I think all women love, and they don't care where it comes from.
Right.
And
I
if
can
that
believe that.
means that they're all gay, then yeah.
That's a reality. I can believe that. I agree. But a lot of women are so homophobe, so you can hear the no, it's not. But it really is. I can believe
ask them,
that.
do they look at booties or
They do.
stuff like that? So
Women give we are some compliment motherfuckers. We gonna tell a girl when she look good, and we gonna check that, yeah, and all of the above. But what I am learning, even though Joe Budden was not being serious, is a lot of men are fluid too.
I definitely think that's something that needs to be delved into.
And we are not talking about it because it's this stigma of gay and it being like, go to hell, you're going to hell thing. But it's a reality that a lot of men are gay. A lot of men have both feel, but you could be real. Back in the times of all the times, it's always been a gay thing going on with men and women, not just one sex. It's just that it's so shunned upon, especially in the African American community.
The classical look that people get when they look up pirates, like that look that the pirates have, they look like that because they was gay as fuck. They was on the sea with other men all day for like 2 years straight.
Yeah. They were fucking. Yeah,
they was gay. They
like
was gay
a motherfucker. Shit. They wasn't just
being. And that's why when they touched down, they raped everything they found.
Yeah, they were fucking sexual abusers too. Yeah, because they were frustrated. And it's just, so I think that it's sad that we have to be living in a time now of you have to be scared to be honest. I really hate that men feel like they can't be honest with their partner about this.
I feel like societal expectations won't allow it.
It has already. You can't. I was watching South Park.
See, this is the thing though. You can come out and say you're gay, right?
Yeah,
you can't come out and say
it's
you're
open.
Gay. But name one gay man that came out and said he was gay that retained his masculinity though.
I don't know. I can't really dig right now because I've been drinking wine or whatever. But
yo, drunk ass. But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. I mean, I think that you don't have to be flamboyant to be gay.
You don't. But as a man,
I know gay men that aren't flamboyant as fuck. They're just gay.
Even women that are studs,
they don't gotta be that damn hard either.
The fact that you say that you're gay as a woman, nobody takes away your femininity. Like nobody's gonna try to.
They take it away from them fucking selves. They be all trying to act like they got that package.
As a man, as soon as you announce that you are gay, you are less of a masculine man. No matter how masculine you may be, you are less.
All you gotta do is whoop somebody ass.
But why do you have to whoop somebody ass?
I ain't saying you should have to, but if you feel like it's taken away from your masculinity, if somebody try you beat their ass.
I'm not gay, so just right off bat, motherfuckers are gonna respect me as a man. To a certain point, like as far as
I think the men that fuck with the gay men are low key gay.
So what you saying is Lil Boosie might be gay?
He might have had it
because that nigga is not letting go of that Lil Nas X shit at all.
Nah, I think that's low key more so like Lil Boosie don't like Lil Nas X as a person probably, and Lil Nas X be fucking with Lil Boosie G. Like Boosie they don't fucking
with him.
They know. I'm not saying that he wrong. They both be fucking with each other though. So I think it's more so like a tap for a tap.
Right now is the first time Lil Nas X that ever said something back or in the direction of Boosie.
So Boosie just don't like him.
Always the one that would bring up shit with Lil Nas.
I don't know. I can't say if Lil Boosie is sucking dick or not, but I definitely think that men that overly stress about other gay men they have a sexual. It's some kind of sexual.
I don't like that
issue.
Boosie get tough with Lil Nas X, but when he was on Mike Tyson's show. And Mike Tyson has a daughter who is trans.
He was nice to him, her.
Mike was in that bitch high as hell, asking Boosie like some serious questions. Like he was gonna beat the fuck out of him if he said the wrong answer.
For real?
He was asking about transsexual people. And he told Boosie like, I think you might like them. That's why you feel so triggered when
with that.
Bring up them. And you know that's Mike, so you're not gonna step out of line with Mike. Like
you're not, because he's gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, Mike is still Mike, but Mike pointed out some shit like,
I mean, yeah, so why are you so pressed about people in their life?
It's gotta affect you in some way.
Why? That's the question is the why. Why does someone's lifestyle affect you?
I don't know what happened to Lil Boosie to make him feel that way.
It is what
about gay people.
We just said it. Maybe something happened to him.
I don't know what happened to Boosie to make him feel that way. I'm not even because like I've been feeling like for a minute that Lil Boosie was over masculine.
I don't keep up with him, so I'm gonna tell y'all the true facts about me. I am not tied into just pop, like culture, like rap culture or stuff like that.
It's not
so I haven't kept up with him. Yeah. Like Plies, when Plies was super heavy on the internet, like I wasn't keeping up with him either, and people were giving me a lot of stuff about what he was saying. But Lil Boosie look at Lil Boosie, y'all. How old is that man?
You know what? I thought Boosie was like older than what he is.
He look older than a motherfucker.
No, Boosie is like late 30s.
He had a hard life.
Boosie like 3 years older than us.
So he had a very hard life.
Like Boosie looks like I thought Boosie was like damn near 50. I gotta
see a birth certificate. I don't believe it.
No, Boosie is like, and the thing that's so funny,
Lil Boosie ass look like he about 55, 54, 52, 53. He's somewhere in that 50 or late 30, late 40s, I mean.
Yeah, like Boosie, the thing that's so funny to me about Boosie being so triggered about transsexual people is that when I first seen Boosie and heard Boosie, I thought Boosie was a stud.
For real?
Boosie has a very small voice.
I don't know. I don't know enough about him to speak on the topic.
When I first heard Boosie, that was back when Bone Crusher was still out. And Bone Crusher had some fucking song. And like Boosie was the last person on the song.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah. Boosie looked like a ugly Dej Loaf to me. Like
damn, like an old school version.
Yeah, like Boosie looked like an ugly ass Dej Loaf to me. You gotta think this is before Boosie had.
Nah, you know what though? You ain't lying.
Boosie didn't have no facial hair at first, and he just had that fade.
You not lying, G? Because it's a meme going around, and it's a stud, older looking stud that look just.
Bruh, Boosie, look, the studs got a prototypical like the way they look. Most studs either look like Lil Boosie, Justin Bieber, Manny Fresh, or Snoop, or somebody else with long hair. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Lil Boosie answers. I think he weak as hell for like if him and Lil Nas X didn't have any transpiring when he just went ham on him, then yeah, something wrong with dude.
Yeah, Boosie wild. He's a wild.
Something wrong with him. Something wrong with him because I just don't think you should attack people like that.
I think it bothers him, and my thing of I just want to know why it bothers him. That's it. That's all I want to know is why does it bother you so bad? Uh-huh. Like gay people, I wish I knew somebody that was transsexual so I could ask them questions. Like I just be wanting to know shit.
I've had a transsexual friend before, and she was completely trans into a woman. And I think that she's such a dope chick because she's so creative.
I grew up with a nigga that was trans. But number one, he was younger than me, so I didn't really speak to him like that. And number two, he was a bitch before we found out he wanted to be a woman. Like he was a bitch. Like he was a messy person.
So like, yeah, a lot of gay people be gay, and you could tell they are, the opposite from the dope.
I don't like messy people. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, me neither. But I just don't fuck with messy people. So it's nobody that is like keeping up shit that I want to be friends with or be around because I don't believe in negative energy. In no form.
I'm not with it.
So I immediately will cut it out if I feel like it's a problem. But yeah, I had a friend. She's trans, and it was like she's a cold bitch. I give her motherfucking props. And yeah, a lot of gay people are dope as fuck. Like I think we should get out of that habit of thinking that we're gonna erase this thing that has been a thing for as long as we have been people and knowing that civilization is here.
In my mind, most people are gay. So it doesn't bother me. I came to the point where I was like, motherfuckers is just gay. And
people are.
That's just like.
It's just a sexual preference. So why is this the only thing? So like for me, when we have conversations about gay things, so everybody has a freak level, right?
Okay.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Some people shit is like a 1 or a 2. Some people shit is like a 5 or a 7. or some people shit is like a 12 or a 15. Based upon your freak level, it's some things that you're gonna try that the average human being
Would think is gay.
interested in. Yeah, is not interested in, and it's definitely gonna be perceived as some freaky ass shit. And yeah, gay definitely falls in that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's the greatest thing in the world to be in your freak level. Sex is important.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Yeah,
it's a part of your overall health.
Sex is important for certain people.
No, it's important for your overall health, and I will not argue about that.
I don't have to argue about that. Just we finna go to Bill Clinton route, right? Mm-hmm. Is head sex? Like, is that kind of the sex?
It's a part of sex. It's not a full sexual experience.
Okay.
It's a sexual.
Well, depending on your type of fucked up, certain people don't need sex.
Hmm. Go back.
My level of fucked up doesn't include sex.
What's fucked up mean?
Like, everybody is fucked up in their own ways emotionally. Like, emotionally, people are.
But your fucked up shit don't got nothing to do with the sex part to me.
Sexually, I'm fucked up.
Well, I don't understand. Look, you have to explain things like that to me because I don't understand.
I'm like an emotional vampire, right? Like, that's how I move when it comes to sex. Like, I'm the guy that never makes the first move. It's not gonna happen.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not gonna happen.
Because it's a lot of freaky ass bitches. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier. Bitches coming out.
I like the intimacy of sex. Mm-hmm. But sex itself can actually be nothing to me. Like, I'm okay with just giving somebody head.
Oh, just hell no. I'm mad.
I'm cool.
Don't do that.
I'm cool. Like, and I've had that happen. Bro, I've had that happen. It's like, is something wrong? And I'm like, no, I'm just cool.
Yeah, because it's gonna make your partner feel like you're not attracted to them in any other way.
It's not that. It's just like, I only care about the emotional aspect, like that connection.
But that's and if I could get that connection,
if I could get that connection and I actually have to have sex because of how fucked up I am mentally and how I feel about sex,
I would
therapy. Try to skate on that.
You need therapy.
I probably do.
No, don't probably. And utilize it while you have health insurance.
Your ass crazy.
Only reason why I say that because physical activity is a part of your overall health. Of course, dietary is a part of your overall health. Then we have mental, which is definitely a part of your overall health. But that part that we usually always leave out, which is the sexual part, it's necessary. And I think we shine upon it more so than we think that it's important.
Like, me personally, I've never been good at like cheating and shit like that because I can't cheat if I don't feel a connection. Like, I can't do anything if I don't feel a connection. I don't want to have sex if I don't feel a connection. If me and you argue,
think no one should have sex if they don't have a connection.
Argue and you don't shit is off, I don't want to be touched.
Yeah, I feel like that too, though. So once it gets to that level, then it's definitely a problem, and nobody's happy. That's just like, I don't know. Some people, especially men, they don't give a fuck. Mad bitch, I don't care. Bitch, bend over. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I feel like that's an extreme thing for women. Like, we have to be in a peaceful, happy place. I ain't gonna say all women, because some women horn dogs like niggas. So I ain't gonna say that.
In my personal experience, a horny woman is 10 times hornier than a horny man. Like, the horniest nigga I ever knew had nothing on. Like the mid-tier horny women that I've met.
Because women are extremely sexual creatures. Yep.
And like, that is confusing. I remember one time I thought it was just gonna be like a one-night stand. And it was a one-night stand. It was like 15 rounds. I was like,
right. Like, hey girl.
I'm in this motherfucker at like 8 in the morning, like, bro, I gotta go to work. No, you don't. We work at the same place. Stop lying. Oh my God, bitch. I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And then she literally hit me with but this is going to be our only time to do it. So you want to do it 30 times, bitch?
I'm not doing it 30 times. After you had a few times, it's time to go home.
Like, is it not hurting down
take
there?
A shower.
You're not good? Like,
But some women are freaky like that. I don't think it's not. I don't judge people in their sex preferences or sex levels. I just think that it is a part of health. And you should definitely be getting you some.
Bro, and that shit bugged me for months because it was like, that bitch fucked the shit out of me that night. And to this day,
he's going down memory lane.
Yeah,
guys.
to this day, she pretend like that shit never happened.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, sis.
I would see her out in public and she's like, hey.
That's it.
Like, oh, we used to be co-workers.
That's
like,
it.
that night never happened to her.
Because she moved on. Life goes on, babe. But yeah, I don't know how we drifted off into this conversation. It's so funny because when you're having a conversation with somebody that you could just we was just talking about that you could genuinely just talk to, you just be in random
random conversation is what rules the world, man.
Yeah,
random conversation is the best thing ever. I love random conversation. But you know what? Since we're just having random conversations, how do you feel about the presidency right now?
How do I feel about Biden?
Just in general, because I have this feeling that he don't know where the fuck he is majority of the time.
He old as fuck, G.
He
so
old as
it was
fuck,
just
but
a reality that you either had to pick Trump or you had to pick Biden. And I was not picking Trump, so fucking Sleepy Joe, get your ass in office.
Bro, like in my mind, I'm just obsessed with the theory that this nigga Biden just be looking at Kamala sometimes and be just thinking in his head, like, why the fuck does Barack have a wig on? Like, I just keep thinking in my mind, like, how fucking funny would that be if he just looked at Kamala one day and he was like, Barack, why the fuck do you have that ugly ass wig on?
I think she probably will give a lot more advice, but I don't know because he old as hell.
Nah, he definitely old as hell. But he not like John McCain old. Like John McCain had brain cancer and still knew where the fuck he was at. Sometimes Biden just be looking around like. Speaking of which, John McCain is my favorite politician in my lifetime.
John McCain, refresh me on who the fuck he is. What he ran for presidency?
He ran against Obama.
Was he the one trying to give us all kind of research? What was he? The old man that was doing this? Was he the old man?
No, that was Bernie.
I like him.
John McCain was a Republican.
He was the tall white man with the hair.
Short. He had like.
Show me a pic. Let me look him up. I'm finna look him up right now.
He was the nigga that when Trump was in office, this nigga had brain cancer and was dying, and he still would refuse to stay in the hospital. He would come in to work just so he could say.
Oh, I don't like his daughter. His daughter was on The View.
He
that blonde haired.
Hey, I didn't care for the daughter. I didn't see his daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
John McCain had me dying when this nigga ran for the presidency. First of all, he the only motherfucker I ever seen clear out a party. Like, you know, when people run for presidency, you gotta do like the preliminary shit, and you gotta run against people in your party, and then whoever wins for the party gets to go on and represent the party and go for presidency. No. John McCain had motherfuckers running against him for 2 days.
That's ridiculous.
And he cleared out the whole party. John McCain was a fucking savage, Joe. This nigga did an interview and admitted to leaving his first wife because she got into a car accident. Supermodel first wife, mind you. He left his first wife. She
became crippled or something?
I think she just had like a limp or some shit.
And he was that shallow.
And he was like, and that was his thing. He was like, I don't make excuses for myself. I was that shallow. And I was like, damn.
That's why you should marry for money, sis. Never marry for love. Fuck love. And then, marry for money.
You know, he went to the war. He fought in the war. And they had caught him. And that's why his arms like little T-Rex arms.
Oh, he got fucked up out there.
Because he got fucked up. His arms was broke and they just healed back that way.
Yeah. And
then they had this nigga for like a year or two.
Damn. Captured, yeah.
And this nigga said he ate pumpkin soup every day. Now, I've never tasted pumpkin soup, but that shit does not sound.
I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, so.
That shit don't sound delicious.
Pumpkin spice anything.
Him and Trump got into it because Trump was like, yeah, my war heroes didn't get caught.
Period. Yo, that motherfucking Trump. So let's be real. I ain't never had no smoke with Trump prior to him being in our control at all. Like, I always was like, this is a funny motherfucker.
All the shit that I got mad at him for as president was fucking hilarious when he wasn't president.
He was fine. time when he wasn't my president. I like the nigga actually before he got presidency. When the motherfucker got in office, then I started being concerned about nuclear bombs and is he gonna get us all fucking killed?
Trump is like when you got a job. That funny motherfucker.
The one that breaks all the rules.
Yeah.
The one that pushes all the boundaries.
He always buy y'all lunch and shit.
He is Trump.
Like that nigga.
That
and then he
Trump.
Become the manager.
And now the motherfucker is
now
reckless.
You embarrassing us. Like, nigga, that was my thing with Trump. Like, I was like, Trump
that
just
nigga
embarrassing.
Scared me. He scared me. I was scared for us. Like, I didn't know if we were going to be okay.
That nigga Trump was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, this y'all main hoe? This who y'all got representing y'all? This y'all bottom bitch? This y'all leader? Like, just out here on Twitter acting like Meek Mill?
Outside.
Like, this nigga was out here just Twitter feed. Bro, you know how fucked up your public opinion gotta be to get banned off of all social media while you are president?
Insurrection. That motherfucker clowned. So one thing he taught me was that you could be extremely fucking powerful. And that man has some power behind his ass. When I watched, I ain't gonna lie to you, I couldn't believe what I was watching when that shit went down. Could you believe or were you at work when the insurrection happened?
Oh my.
Where were you when it happened? That insurrection when they came and took over?
Coup? The attempted coup?
What's the attempted coup?
The attempted coup?
What's the coup?
That's when you try to overthrow the government.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what you call it? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Coup. They was using the word insurrection.
Insurrection is what I call it.
That shit sounded cute. No,
it does. It sounds extremely professional.
No, I hate when the government get the name and shit because they always name some fucked up shit.
It'd be weird shit you can't see.
Nigga.
He tried to blow it up.
What the fuck is critical race theory? You mean American history where white people was fucking people up for no reason?
Stop on that conversation, and we have to have that conversation on the future podcast. Because I'm gonna only say that it's because I just was watching. So I am green to a lot of shit, and I was watching The View today, and it was like every fucking conversation was about that. I was like, damn, let me look this shit up. And then when I looked it up, because there was somebody on there saying the same shit you saying, like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not what the fuck is it. It's what the fuck did they name it?
The name itself is what the fuck I'm saying. What the fuck is that? Name, we know what it is.
Critical race theory. Nothing about it is a fucking theory. To put theory in a name is you stating that it may or may not have happened. We don't know. Yes, we fucking do. It's American history.
Call it theory.
It's American fucking history.
I would like to see a full thing on what they're calling theories, to be quite frank, because I think that's some fucking bullshit.
I feel like Facebook being named Meta is the fucking Matrix theory.
Nah, low key is some big shit.
Neo works for a company named Meta.
That's probably them.
And Meta was the Matrix, and now this nigga doing virtual reality and naming the company Matrix.
Nigga, so movies usually are reality.
Naked, if I wake up in a pod butt ass naked one day,
you will be there.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
You just gonna be there, nigga.
Up,
ain't no change. You watch fucking Avatar, nigga. Get ready.
Nigga, if Morpheus comes to me talking about red and blue pill, I'll be so fucked up. Yo.
But you might live longer being an Avatar.
What? Yeah, you threw me for a loop. Like, what, nigga?
You might live longer being an Avatar.
Like how house cats live longer than outside cats?
Exactly, Joe. Your lifestyle. You're in a fucking pot all day. You're getting fed fucking nourishment and you're fucking going back to breast. You're not putting any physical labor on your human body. Like, how much does this shit cost? Because I think I might want to sign my family up.
Bro, what you mean sign your family up?
To be an Avatar.
We already probably locked in that bitch.
I'm pretty sure, but they're gonna make that shit extremely financially unachievable for motherfuckers. Because think about it, you're putting less pressure on your body when you're fucking laying anywhere for any time. You just get up, walk around a little bit, go back. I'm sorry.
No, I'm cool.
Avatar is actually one of my favorite movies.
I done made it to that age where laying down fucking hurts.
Yeah, you get in bed like, ah.
You trying to get out the bed, it's like,
Yeah,
shit.
them days finna be over with, bro.
Ooh.
You got to get your life together because you ain't finna feel like that when you quit working.
No, like my bed sit up high. My whole life, I always said I was gonna give me a big, nice
A
bed
tall
that sit
bed.
up high.
That's stupid.
Fuck
why
that
you gotta
shit.
climb all the way up there?
Boy, I be getting out of that motherfucking bed like,
Yeah,
I be sliding out the
I
bed
need my
in
ass
there.
to just be able to boom on that bitch real quick.
Exactly. I'm like, look, my floor need to be couch level or lower. Like,
I can't do that.
my
I'm
bed
sorry.
need to be couch level or lower. I can't do this high ass bed no more. And then like I be feeling weird in the morning. I be waking up. I be feeling like the bed like be rocking or some shit.
Cause you big as you up high than a motherfucker off the floor. It's like, oh Jesus. Yeah, it was cute as grandmama had it back in the day, but now I don't need no bed. I kind of want to just roll in that motherfucker real quick. And I'm like a toddler. As soon as I lay in the bed, I'm out. So yeah. But yeah, the Avatar shit though, I guarantee you it's gonna be something in the future. In the future.
In the future.
In the future.
In the future, my nigga?
Yes, in the future.
No. Ain't no in the future. All that shit is right now. I think all that shit is right now.
You think it's currently going on? In the future, my nigga? Yes. That's my fucking. See, that's why I never do the live feed on my thing because it be loud. You're like, turn it down.
Turn that shit down, Sammy.
That's why I don't fuck with it. That's it. Fuck that live.
No, man, fuck that shit. Cause I be looking like, God damn, all this shit that be in the movies, like they keep trying to make artificial intelligence. Boy, y'all ain't seen the Terminator, fucking Matrix.
You know what's my favorite Terminator movie?
What?
The one with the cop that had the liquid. He was the liquid.
Oh yeah, T-1000. That was my nigga. That nigga was running like.
Hey, yo, that was my favorite Terminator movie. And I don't even like the movies. Like, I'm a fucking scary movie person, but I don't really like that movie at all. But that was
you just like cuddling. Nobody is a scary movie person.
Oh, bro, I am. Me and my mama and my baby now. It's generational. And it is.
There's no such thing as a scary movie person, I don't believe.
I am.
Like, I take that back. I take that back because I do follow some people on YouTube that like break down scary movies, and the shit do be interesting. But
did you watch Halloween Kills? No.
Scary movies.
Oh no, you didn't see it. Nope. Yeah, that shit was good as fuck.
I don't get to watch movies like that.
I love movies. That's my favorite pastime. That's like bonding time with me and my kids watching movies and shit.
That's what's up.
I love movies.
We're gonna have to get more into the next podcast because I think this one.
We have come to a wrap. But no,
I gotta get you back to the gang. I gotta get you to the gang.
Yeah, I do gotta get back to the gang, but I want to reiterate on what our topic was today because I know it's a lot of people that are transitioning or thinking about the transition or, like heavy in feelings about that. And I just really want to be the voice of reason for you. There is opportunity on the other side once you figure out what your thing is. But don't be no fucking fool. Don't get out here and make these transitions without first making some of these base rules that we had discussed. You know what I'm saying? Like gearing yourself up to financially be ready for independence. It's a lot. It's going to be times where you make 5,000 and it's going to be times where you make 500. Are you okay with that? Right. Do you have something in the background that you can pick up that motherfucking money? You know what I'm saying? But having that is a goal mind, and then it's showing up when you don't feel like it. Because that's so easy to do. You take too many days off. You don't focus on your business or your investment. Ain't nobody else working that motherfucker.
You throw yourself off. You throw off everything when you take too long of a break. But at the same time,
I used to do it all the time when I was working.
Yeah, like we had the discussion. Like sometimes I get to the point where I don't focus on what I know I need to be focusing on because there's so many other different aspects to your business, but like what's the main thing you need to work on and then branch out from there. Me, I'll be like, let me go over here and do this. Let me do that. Let me do this.
It's easy to get distracted.
I don't put the effort like I should into everything. But like I said, you're a little bit further on your journey than I am. I haven't taken the full step out yet.
Yeah, I'm just telling you to have your shit. Like, so the habits that we have today are going to go into when we're not working a 9 to 5. Yeah. But we have the benefit, which most people don't, is to now transition. You know what I'm saying? So if I could give you any advice, it's gonna be to start setting up systems and programs and stuff that you want to do, like having a daily thing that you do every day. You know, like that's important. Before I left Northwestern, I was waking up every morning an hour ahead of time so that I could keep my social media together. So I was, you know, like my stories is, if anybody follows me on Instagram, I'm like a story sharing motherfucker, right? So Facebook too, but they're not connected. So I don't always get on one or the other, but Instagram every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Are connected now.
Mines are connected. They're just, my Facebook connects you to your business Instagram. And then I have a personal Instagram. So my personal Instagram is where I'm more present because I'm able to be myself, versus my business page is like this professional hoopla, you know. So I give the people much curved Sam on there, but I like for people to find me on my personal because it's just who I am. But I wake up every day an extra hour early just to get to be present there. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is like I'm working on, I'll give myself that 4:30 to 5. I never stop waking up like I do. Like I used to go to, I gotta be up at 5 o'clock. I still get up at 5 o'clock, but I get up at 5 o'clock with intentions. Where I used to get up on just get on social media or just be bullshitting. Yeah. I get up every day now and I use that time to do something productive so that while I'm out in the day, I don't have to worry about, damn, I ain't posted something, or damn, I ain't did this. You know, like it's really just about prepping, planning, organizing, and execution. You got to do that shit. Or you just, you know, you find yourself you feel like you're bagged up.
Definitely get into a habit of doing positive things and not just because like
productive things too. Yeah. Fuck positive. Now we're on production. Like we need the money. Yeah. This is it now. Production is the term of the day. But yeah, I thank you so much. We are on week 2 of this thing.
We're going to see how long we can go before we fuck up.
We're not going to fuck up, Mr. Negative. We're going to get much more organized, and you guys are going to see us showing up often and looking forward to what we have, because we have some dope shit that we like to talk about.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we vibe. But we are going to get it. We're not going to fuck up, but we are going to get it tight, so we got it together.
We got to tighten it up.
That's all. But I'm here for the growth. I love organic shit because that makes it like so fucking good. It's glorified. Like I need you to edit these videos down and like get us some like, oh my God, reactions and shit. That's your job.
No, I'm definitely gonna be. Once I don't have to worry about this fucking stupid job, I'm at 12 hours a fucking day.
Whooping like 12
hours. You know how much
like
I could do?
I mean, like what's the thing? The whip.
You know how much shit I could do in 12 hours?
I know.
Oh my God. I can't wait. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning most days to go to work.
That's right.
And be there for 12 hours. Man, I can't wait and I'm a morning person, but I can't wait until the day where I can wake up at like 5.
5 is my hour.
Like 5 is cool.
I won't be there before 5. I sometimes wake up at 4, but it's like I don't know.
Random. I wake up in shifts, so like I wake up at 2, and if I don't have to be to work, I'll go back to sleep. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I always naturally wake up at 2.
Because you know that's what time you got to be at work.
I'm so tired.
I'm excited for him to be at work, guys. I know that this is where the cash dollars are coming from, and I can't fucking wait. He's going to be like, I'm going to be shouting a nigga out when I'm picking up my cooking Grammy or whatever the fuck they give.
Whatever they give you.
Hey, look, whatever they give people.
We trying to get you to like Rachel Ray.
No, I am the Black Martha Stewart, bro.
We gotta get your.
We just gotta get my shit together. Yes, y'all. Like I'm for real about this shit because this is my thing. I feel like I could show up as myself, and that's the golden part.
Yeah. See, the thing about me is I don't like talking. So
no, you are perfect where you're at.
I can stand behind the camera most of the time.
And you do great with that shit, G. You just got to give yourself that push to do more uncomfortable things.
Yeah. Now that I'm going into business full time, like I have to talk to people now.
You do.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh my God.
Talk to people.
Yeah, you do. And I need you to. So don't be mad when I pull you out of your comfort zone to come do some uncomfortable things. Something.
At this point, it is what it is.
Okay, good. I like to hear that. It's positive.
Right?
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, gang gang.
Probably not on Thursday though.
Nah, it's not. We're gonna
Probably
get
not on Thursday.
I promise you guys that I'm gonna get us organized. I'm gonna take my time after brunch and get us together after Sunday.
Okay.
I promise, because you're such a man.
Sammy promised.
Yeah, because he's such a man, and men just like, yeah, you want to do it tomorrow? Okay, cool, fuck it. Women are like, but wait, I have to get the kids here. I have to cook. I have to this. I got some beef stew at the crib right now in the crock pot. Like, man, I got shit to do.
No ass playing.
Nah, just pull up. You could get some tomorrow. I got some rice with that shit. It's a big ass.
You talking about just pull up. Tomorrow my off day. After I get off, I'm off.
Well, that's on your ass if you don't want a motherfucking beef stew, nigga. I'm offering you the good shit.
Oh, okay. See, hey, I gotta fuck with y'all later, man. I'm trying to get to this beef stew.
Period.
So we'll see y'all next week.
All right, guys. Bye bye.